hairy chest and body, facial hair, full-on man in a dress. No way is anybody respecting you.
Hello everyone, I am Ember, and on this channel we debunk nonsense like evangelical apologetics, conspiracy theories, and transphobia. But I repeat myself. If you're down for dunking on nonsense, or just think I'm pretty, please do hit that subscribe button and join our jolly community of critical thinkers. Now, here's transphobic trans man Buck Angel to bully other trans people in a cowardly attempt to get other mean people to not bully him? This clip is from partway through a video that, as of recording, was just released yesterday. The subject of Buck's bullying, it turns out, is someone I know.
Let's move on to this next one here that I have.
So I just got home from work.
Hey, that's Daisy!
And today, for the first time, I dressed fully feminine in public, in the broad light of day. It was to a luncheon at my work with the board of directors of the theater company I work for. Wow. I wore my lemon dress and my keffiyeh.
Buck likes to do the lazy daily disciple method of playing an entire video and not offering anything of value. Oh, he says stuff after, but it isn't of value.
And you know, it in the grand scheme of things, might seem like a small victory, but you gotta let yourself celebrate your small victories.
That's a really great point Daisy is making. When you're on a long journey of personal growth, whether it be weight loss or transition or trying to get through college, the big wins are often weeks or months apart, so it's important to note the small steps too, because that's what shows you that you really are making progress.
Because there's a lot of times when those big ones feel really few and far between. And right now, for me, every little victory I get is one more step that I have taken towards being fully myself, towards not hiding who I am any longer. And that feels like something to celebrate to me.
Yes, absolutely. Even a little win is a win, and it deserves to be celebrated. People really should be nicer to each other. If we were all just a little bit nicer to ourselves, maybe fewer of us would turn out like Buck Angel.
Who are you?
Buck, you found that TikTok. In fact, you went to great effort to remove the watermark from the TikTok that I then went and re-added. Yes, I went back, found Daisy's original TikTok, and reinserted it over the scrubbed copy that Buck put in his video. But the point is, Buck knows very well who Daisy is. But let's let Daisy answer that, shall we?
You said, my name is Daisy Stridinger. I am an occasional dancing bard on the internet, as well as the lead writer for the Narrative University TRPG system. The Narrative Universe is a very easy-to-learn, flexible game system, and today, in the next hour and a half or so, we are going to teach not only all of you how to play, but also all of the players that are joining me up here today. Everyone here has been real troopers. I have given them no information about what they're doing, or what this game is, or anything. So can we please get a round of applause for the players? Keep going. Keep going.
Yes, that was Daisy at the Comic-Con that I run every summer. I told you I knew her.
Hairy chest and body, facial hair, full-on man in a dress. No way is anybody respecting you.
As you can see, a rather lot of people not only have no problem with the way she presents, but are taking her seriously. Daisy's been continuing to make steps and progress in her transition, because transition is long and it's a step-by-step process, which I realize Buck transitioned over 30 years ago. You would think he might know if he were a community advocate like he claims to be. You'll also notice that that table full of celebrities in front of a huge audience at a Comic-Con have no problem taking Daisy seriously. They're just fine with her. They're there to see her, along with the other guests, of course. Buck's audience, on the other hand, is predominantly there to watch a self-hating trans man hate on other trans people.
Now, that being said, okay, I think I repeat this constantly. I really don't have any issues with somebody cross-dressing. That is your own space. It is some fetish that makes you feel happy about yourself. God bless you, my friend. But when you take that to the rest of the world and you force people to see you in your fetish.
So Buck's kind of projecting his own kinks here, I guess, because everything he says about Daisy equally applies to him. And also, Buck may have transitioned 30 years ago, so may have forgotten, but as a community advocate would know this. You have to live for a year as the gender you're transitioning into before you can access many services. You have to go through the steps.
That is non-consensual, my friend. You're not asking other people. People don't want to participate in your little fetish. They don't. And they don't have to do that. They do not have to do that, okay? That's a fetish. I think you said you showed up to a company dinner or something dressed like that? And you're so proud of yourself. What about everybody else who's uncomfortable with you, who doesn't feel okay with that? Okay, really? Are you kidding me?
There's a whole lot of people there who beg to differ. Now, again, what Daisy is doing is not cross-dressing or a fetish. That's Buck's projection. The people who came to see Daisy are supportive. They care about other people instead of trying to hurt them and tear them down. It's an alien concept to someone like Buck, I understand. But there are people out there like that. There's quite a lot of them. They came to my convention. Because you see, the thing about communities is the energy that you put out is the kind of person that you attract. We build an accepting, welcoming community where people are safe from hatred like Buck's. Someone like Buck would be escorted out by security. And so good people, supportive people, welcoming people, enthusiastic, creative, kind-hearted, wonderful people come to my Comic-Con. Buck's community, well, if you've ever looked in his comments section, they're not exactly good people.
Calling you out. You're not. You're a crossdresser. It's a fetish. And you're not trans. There. I said it.
I really wish people like Buck took their own words and really listened to them. Fortunately, we have that power.
Calling you out. You're not. You're a crossdresser. It's a fetish. And you're not trans. There. I said it.
Buck's opinions notwithstanding, you don't owe anyone any kind of presentation. There is no bar you have to clear or gate you have to pass in order to be trans. All that's necessary to be trans is to be trans. You don't have to have dysphoria. It doesn't have to manifest in any particular way. And you don't have to meet any particular guideline for your transition. The entire point, whether you have dysphoria or not, is to be yourself, to be able to live freely and enjoy your life instead of having to hide who you are. That's it. That's all there is. And 30 years of difference notwithstanding, as of today, I am exactly as trans as Buck. I have the same diagnosis. I have had the same level of medical intervention. I intend to go farther when I can. And when that day comes, woe be to people like Buck when they start trying to be high and mighty and declare who's really trans and who isn't. So that's it from Buck. That's what he's got to say. Just, I don't believe you're really trans because I don't wanna, I guess. And therefore, I will declare that you are a degenerate or a deviant or whatever. And to some extent, I'm doing the same thing to Buck, because turnabout is fair play. Except I'm calling out Buck for what he actually does that's horrible, instead of just implying that his existing in a way I don't approve of is somehow horrible in and of itself. Because the paradox of tolerance is this: we have to defend it, or the intolerant people will drive everyone else out. Now, as I said, Daisy is a wonderful person, and she's absolutely right about what she said in her video. What you may not be aware of is that she has a rather lot more videos. Here are 3 others, for example.
You're Don Marshall, the obscure Lord of the Rings facts guy, right?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Smoking glue gun, smoking glue gun. Oh my god, Air Goot. Oh my god, Chromatica! Willie Spence, Mill.
Yes.
You just played in a narrative universe one shot. You just played in the narrative universe.
Did.
You just played in a narrative universe one shot. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? You just played in a narrative universe one shot. How do you feel?
Awful. I'm kidding. No, it was fucking amazing.
I feel elated in a kind of way that only shenanigans with friends can describe. It was wonderful.
I feel good. I feel powerful. I feel strong. A little gassy.
I loved it.
I feel like I am a dude named Brad.
I played a barbarian named Hendrix. He had a cannon, a ketchup cannon.
It's like your best, safest pal.
Straight up like a old ketchup bottle like you find at a diner. And then in order for you to shoot it, I had to smack the back of it, like so.
Who can do whatever story he wants. Super easy, because the dice do not decide his fate. The story does.
I love a good country system. Country systems are great, but it's really cool to just be able to like sit back and do storytelling stuff.
This game makes flirting really fun.
Really fun, fast, versatile system, and I got to play it with my friends.
Loved it. It was great. It was a no gaming experience. I loved that you can do something and succeed, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing.
We heard you also had a little cameo as one of the characters in the game?
Yeah, that was weird.
So any game that gives me an excuse to like laboriously make fun of Charlotte Moore Lambert for funsies, I'm here for that.
Friggin' smoking glue guns. There's the culprit.
My brother is.
Played me. The thing that was most questionable.
I ate a bunch of weapons that were made out of bread, and it shrank me down into a little guy. And then I ate too much more bread, and I turned into a baseball. And then somebody threw me over a pit of lava, and then I fell in love with a dragon.
I gave myself a charisma of 6 by accident, but now that I know it, I will now give every one of my characters a charisma of 6, because it's cooler that way.
In 1 hour, we did like a whole fun, original universe that doesn't make any sense, but just made everyone really happy.
You should get the narrative universe book. I think it's going to be a good addition to everybody's D&D campaign.
We were all able to improvise really well and understand that it's okay if your setting is undead hot dog people ruled by a man named Kyle.
Hi, come get ready for NoCon with me as I realize I probably should have practiced my makeup before the morning of the convention. Ran into a few folks at breakfast. I ran into a few folks at breakfast this morning, and everyone was like, "You look pretty sleepy." I was like, am I hiding it that well? I really thought I was doing better, but no. Bring everything? I don't know. Do I remember how to do everything? I don't know, honestly, but we're about to find out. My mirror's filthy. That's better. Behold, my stuff. Well, I actually remembered primer this time, so that's a good start. Okay, we still gotta do eyes, but like, that's not bad, right? That looks alright. That's decently subtle. I like that. No, here's really where I should have planned. I don't know what to do with my eyes. I'm wearing my lemon dress. I don't know what goes with that. I'm gonna wing it, see how it looks. Worst case scenario, we take it off and we try again. Took longer than expected, but here's what we ended up with. Not perfect, but pretty cute. All right, and here's the whole fit for ya. Regular ass shoes, because I couldn't find my size in time, but we also got the daisy necklace. All right, I'm running a little bit late. I gotta get going, James. If you see this, I'm sorry.
I had to look cute for your convention, though. Okay, so where we left off in part 1, my fiance and I are in the middle of the desert, our car's broken down, she's been bitten by a rattlesnake, and we're surviving off cactus water. And if you are still with me at this point, allow me to explain what's actually going on. So about 2 days ago, I heard about Aaron Hadamer's Pass the Hat initiative, and I reached out right away to see how I would be able to help. Pass the Hat was a call-in from Aaron for creators to adopt a family from Gaza to help with their GoFundMe campaign. I've been assigned my family, I have reached out to them, I'm still waiting to hear back from them, but here's the game plan. This, for the foreseeable future, will be focused on helping that family reach their goal. Once I talk to my family, with their permission of course, I'm going to share their story with you so that we can all get to know them a little better. There will also be a link up to their GoFundMe in my profile so that you can go find more information and, more importantly, donate to the family. Speaking of making a donation, all of my regular entertainment content, especially all of my Bard sketch videos, are going to be over a minute in length from now on to make sure that I can monetize it and donate any money that I make from the TikTok creativity program to the family as well. That includes anything that I make from TikTok shop commissions as well. And speaking of that, I plan on making a decent number of those because that really helps boost the video within the algorithm so that I can get the message out to more people. I'm going to be prioritizing Palestinian-owned businesses for those TikTok shop videos, but I had a number of them planned in advance, so there's going to be a mix of different things that you'll see. And if you know of any Palestinian-owned businesses that are selling in the TikTok shop, please tag them for me so that I can make sure I go get stuff from them. I am going to challenge you, though, that if you see anything in one of my videos that you really want to get from the TikTok shop, like this dress, think about doubling however much you are going to spend and then donating the rest to the GoFundMe. Most of the things that I've gotten so far aren't that expensive, so you're talking about like 30 to 40 bucks. You can get something that's really cute and also help make a difference. And even if you are not in a position where you are able to financially donate to the GoFundMe, you can still help. Engaging with the video in as many ways as you can significantly helps boosting it on the algorithm for more people to see. And please don't just do that for me, but do that for as many other creators who are doing similar things as possible. Seriously, I cannot stress enough how much a repost helps a video. So please consider helping in whatever way you are able to, and we'll all meet this family together soon.
Daisy is even out there using her TikTok platform to raise money for a family in Gaza. What are you doing with your platform, Buck, aside from shitting on people trying to make a better life? As you can see, Daisy is a vibrant point of luminous warmth in this world that's badly needed in a time when there are people like Buck Angel running around. I envy her ability to be so positive, to be body positive, to be energetic, to be out there and just unabashedly herself. I wish I was more like that. I do my best, but I want to be more like Daisy because she is freaking awesome. And if you think so too, you can find her on TikTok as Ms. Kurt Wise. I will put a link in the description. And to Buck Angel and people like him, you can be as hateful as you want if that's your fetish. But when you bring it out into public and subject other people to it, when you subject innocent, well-meaning, wonderful people like Daisy to your degenerate hate fetish, why don't you go back in the closet? Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you want to support this channel, there's a bunch of different ways you can help out, from memberships to Patreon and more, down in the description. And as always, remember, you don't have to put negativity out into the world in order to make the bullies think you're on their team, because you are better than transphobe fools. With all the noise, pseudoscience, and political rhetoric clogging the airwaves about transgender people, it can be difficult to understand what's really happening and what's really true. Good news, everyone! Welcome to The Transpositions, your compass in the rugged landscape of transgender issues. Here, we strive to be the beacon of authenticity, providing a platform that amplifies the voices and experiences of the transgender community. From breaking news to in-depth features to breaking down the real science, we are committed to fostering understanding, empathy, and empowerment for all individuals across the gender spectrum. Join us as we navigate the complexities, celebrate the triumphs, and advocate for the rights of transgender people worldwide. Together, we can redefine boundaries, challenge stereotypes, and champion inclusivity. Subscribe today. The link is in the description.